Priyanka, ma'am.
Hi.
So good evening, everyone. I welcome you all for Beyond Education, inspiring stories to inspire the world, being organized by Ivy Vine Foundation. Ivy Vine, Igniting Dreams of Young Minds Foundation. It works in 195 countries, and its main motto is to disseminate education on space and satellite technology. It is an organization which works in 195 countries, and till now it has conducted free satellite making workshops for more than 1.5 lakh students around the world. And in India, it is the only organization that works in all the 28 states and 9 union territories. And it has members from all over the world. And it is show Beyond Education. It is a unique talk show which invites people from different spheres of life and also from different parts of the world to share their stories because we believe everyone has a story to tell that can inspire millions of people around the world.
Yeah.
So, my dear viewers, let me tell you that today we have a very special guest with us, Priyanka ma'am. She is the founder of the Pride Beauty and Business. She is a beauty and business coach. She works with women empowerment, a present winner, a multi-award winner, a social activist, and social media influencer. So I welcome you, ma'am, for this unique talk show, Beyond Education.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anjum. I'm very proud to be able to present my story on this wonderful platform. Just like you said, I have recently been a part of this team, this group. I have been watching whatever the activities are going on in the group, and I'm really proud that I have been able to make whatever little contribution that I could make towards the cause that this particular team is working. It's wonderful.
Yes, ma'am, it's wonderful to have you here on the show. And ma'am, you are BTech in computer science.
Yes,
Right?
yes, I'm BTech in
Then now that you are the founder of a brand, the beauty and
business.
the
The
Pride
Pride
Beauty
Beauty
and
and
Business.
Business. Yes.
Yes. So, firstly, I would like to know, like, why did you choose for computer science, and how this transformation happened that you came, anyone would expect that anyone who has done BTech in computer science should be in some IT industry and all.
Yes.
So, how did this transformation happen?
Okay, that's a very interesting transformation actually, I should say. Okay, I should start like, of course, bachpan se shuru hota hai. Why I am an engineer at all? My father is an engineer. Like I come from the background of doctors and engineers. My whole family, like some of them are doctors and some of them are engineers. My father is a civil engineer, so he has been my idol throughout since the day I was born. So I always imagine myself that I should be an engineer just like my father. And then as we grew up, computer science was introduced to the school curriculum. So that's how when we actually started our career, we knew that okay, there's engineering and then there's computer science engineering. So that's how like I should be a computer science engineer. Of course, I had my own love for computers because I used to love languages. I used to create codes with same kind of code with various languages. I had learned lots of computer languages. I can create the same say codes with different languages. I used to love doing that same thing in different languages. So that's why I came into computer science engineering. I loved cracking codes. I loved creating them. So that's how I became a computer science and engineer. And then even after I completed my graduation, my BTech in computer science and engineering, I was working. I had worked with some of the companies such as Aircel, Microland. Like I was there. I was there working for IBM at Tata Motors. And then after marriage, that was in Jamshedpur and Odisha. I'm from Odisha, so that's my native place. And I had worked for some time in Tata Motors Jamshedpur with IBM. And then after marriage, I came to Mumbai. That's how I came to Mumbai after marriage. And then here also, my job was, I was at Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank in Kodak House. That's in near CST is there. So I was there. So there also in Mumbai, when I came after marriage, I had worked for say 1.5 years. But then yeah, I was newly married. I came to Mumbai. Mumbai life is too fast compared to where I come from. Too fast, actually, I should say. Seconds count over here, seconds. So it's too fast over here. So, and that too, me and husband alone. So since after 1.5 years of working in Mumbai, I conceived. And then both of us were alone, and we had to take care of each other. But then I was pregnant. I used to be too tired all the time. I couldn't, and that time, like I used to stay in Ghorbanda Road, and my office place was at Kodak House. Like literally, I had to travel 2.5 hours or more than that, because all the constructions, beach constructions, like people in Ghorbanda Road would be knowing right now, all the beach constructions were going on right that time. So it was too much of traffic, and then I literally my traveling time was 2.5 hours, and the rush in the local train. Me being new to the city, to the Mumbai life, like I used to be very frightened all the time because I was pregnant. It was my first pregnancy, and used to be very frightened all the time. So that's the reason I had to decide that I could not continue with the job, because I was very tired and I used to keep sick all the time. So I had to leave the job because I had to take care of myself and the baby that was supposed to come. So that was the reason I had to leave. But after I left my job, definitely I was all in say. mm, I enjoyed the initial 3 months. I enjoyed a lot because of all the pampering. I used to get whatever I wanted to eat. I can enjoy as much I wanted to enjoy. Initially, used to enjoy the phase, but then after 3 months, actually, I was say tired of enjoying. I should say, because I'm used to be productive. I'm used to be productive. I'm used to be doing some kind of work all the time, being engaged, being busy all the time. So I used to be financially independent too. I didn't have to be dependent on anyone for my finances, for whatever expenses I had. So it was after that I started to realize that no, it's not only just being financially dependent. It was also that I felt that I was somewhere I was getting stagnant. My brain was getting no food. I was not being productive. So that's how I said I should be making myself busy somewhere. But that right now we have that work from home concept. But I should say, like, it is already 13 years now. 13 years earlier, there was no work from home concept. So either you leave the job, and then you don't no one gives job to a pregnant lady, and also and okay, so all these the things were there. But then that is when I found this one opportunity wherein it included my passion. It included my I would say I love to pamper myself. I love to take care of myself. And that is one thing I always do. I take care of myself. Literally, whatever I should say नुस्खे, जो भी स्किन केयर हेयर केयर के नुस्खे जो भी मुझे, मैनोरमा मैगजीन वाज वन मैगजीन यूज्ड टू फॉलो सिंस आवर चाइल्डहुड. वहां पर जितने भी नुस्खे होते थे, आई लिटरली यूज्ड टू मेक एवरीथिंग एंड देन अप्लाई माई सेल्फ. एंड लिटरली आई यूज्ड टू whatever whoever was near me, I used to advise them just like that. I used to enjoy that process all the time. So that was one passion that I had. I loved pampering myself. I loved taking care of myself. And there I found an opportunity wherein actually I could convert my passion into actually an earning opportunity. So that is when I took up this opportunity, underwent all the trainings that I need to have for that. And then I started approaching people. That is one thing I never did. Was I should say, I'm a very introvert person. I love to read books. I love to keep myself busy. I love to read books. So books and me would be something I can like literally don't need anyone if I have books actually. But then I realized that like pregnancy is a phase where you have lots of hormonal changes. You have lots of emotional havocs going on inside you. So you need someone to, whatever it might be, maybe to talk to. But that time, due to my job commitments, actually didn't have any friends. No one in the never knew that someone stayed over here. because both of us were outside all the time. So when I was at home, I was all alone. I didn't have anyone to share or didn't have anyone to talk. So this opportunity gave me a chance to meet people, like-minded women, where they used to talk about productive things, where they could make their life better and everyone else's life better. So that's how I started moving out, attending trainings, meeting people, learning about their experiences. And this in turn helped me that I reach out to people, share about what I have learned, reaching out to people, sharing about the opportunity that I have discovered, sharing my business with them. So this is the way I started reaching. Or just imagine, where can a pregnant woman go? That was 6-month-old pregnant woman with a very big belly. So what only in my building, my neighbor here, my neighbor there, upar wale neighbor, niche wale neighbor, whatever. I just used to move out, whatever time I could make out, just move out, talk to people, and that kept me busy and encouraged. This is how my business started. This is the way my business started, and I was literally enjoying it. But because it was somewhere inside, this was my passion, which was now actually being converted to an earning opportunity. So this is how the Pride Beauty and Business started. Now that's my story. Till this is how I started. This is how I become a businesswoman, or I should say an entrepreneur.
Wow, that's really great. From an IT, computer science engineer to a person working, an entrepreneur with beauty products, in fact. So that's
Yeah.
really an interesting story. But yes, I would like to know, in this whole process, there might have been someone to, to support you or to tell, yeah, you can be doing this, to anyone who has supported you, or that ignited that spark inside you, you should be doing this, you should be going into this field, or someone who supported you.
I should say it was totally self motivated, because there was no, when I left my job, everyone actually said, like, literally, I think in my family, in my sisters, or even my bhabis, actually everyone is working except me. I'm the only one who is doing business. Everyone actually, that's the reason they could do it, because they had their in-laws with them, or at least they had their parents with them staying nearby, at least, who could handle the phases that they were going to. I was the only one who was away from both my in-laws and my parents both. I was the only one left all alone to myself. Since my husband was at work, I was all alone at home. I have to take care of myself, whether I stay at home, whether I go out, whatever I do, I have to take care of myself both ways, physically also, emotionally also. Since both of us were young, and like I said, everyone I'm from a background of engineers and doctors. So when I left my job, everyone actually opposed, say, why are you leaving such a good job? You should not leave it. You will have. But then I was the only person who knew what I'm going through. I couldn't take all that that fear of don't know what I'm going to, what is going to, a little dhakka also. I used to be afraid, oh my God, something might happen to me or my baby. I could not explain what I was going through. I was no one was in my condition that you understand what I am going through. No one was there to support me. I was left all alone to help myself. Right. So the whole decision or the whole process were actually self motivated, or should I say, till date, whatever I do is self motivated. No one has told me you should do this or you should that. It was just a process. I went through, I experiment, I should say. I have started everything from the grassroots level, everything from scratch, everything I've learned on my own. Yes, when I was learning something, I knew this is what I needed. I asked for support and I got the support. That is my biggest strength, I should say. Whenever till date, I take everyone's support. I use all the resources that I have around me, maybe it my daughter, my son, or my husband, my in-laws, my parents, my neighbors, my friends, whoever, or maybe even you. Whoever I have, whoever I knew, I used those resources. I asked help. I took support from everyone, so that I could make and my own identity, a totally new identity, till date what I have lived for, and now I was making something new. So it was totally self-motivated. No one has advised me anything till late, whatever I'm doing. It was just, I should say, God's grace. All I think God was the only one I think who has showed me the path. That's it.
Of course, you said, you take help from others, you generate your resources. But the first thing is you should be self-motivated. There are people around us who motivate us, who inspire us. But of course, we should be self-motivated on the very first step. And
Yeah.
yes, of course, the other motivation, the other support that we are getting, that comes along always. And
Yeah.
you also take and I think you are taking online classes on the digital platform. So what are your sessions about? Ma'am, unmute yourself.
All about taking care of yourself. It is online sessions are a part of our business. How it started was of course, I should say lockdown has helped a lot to work on the digital platform. And then, but before that, just digital platform was just booming or just coming up. And then lockdown happened, it gave a boom. But before lockdown, we used to do all the sessions offline everywhere. We have literally worked even I have gone to slums also for trainings and all, for workshops. I've reached out to people because my main job is like, I have understood if I am someone who doesn't know anything about business, if I could do it, anyone can do it. But just like I was self motivated, I knew what I do. I just went for it. I fought for it. But then someone might be wanting to do something, but they don't know what to do. So I used to meet people offline, no matter what. Even if someone approaches me like, this is where we need to take a workshop, you need to come to this place, I just moved to that place. I reached out to people. We on these workshops, we treat like the educate ladies as to how they can take care of themselves. Like, I should say everyone as ladies, actually we are taught, or as girls we are taught, that we should take care of ourselves. Looking good is a very important part of a girl's life, or I should say lady's life, right? We are taught till the date we are married, it's a very important part of our life that we should be looking good, we should take care of ourselves, we should take care of our skin, we should take care of our hair, we should take care of how we'll look, right? But then somewhere once we get married, it takes a backbench. Somewhere after you get married, you looking good is not important anymore. So everything else becomes important. But till the day you get married, that is the most important thing that looks right right. But then what happens is, that is the only thing we are taught till the date we get married. And after marriage, what happens, that is the only thing that takes a backbench. And somewhere down the line, that thing, if we as women go through a lot of hormonal changes since the day we are born. And after marriage, these hormonal changes happens due to, we get pregnant, or we might have other issues also, right? So this hormonal, and due to age, as aging also, this due to hormonal changes, lot of changes happen inside your body, which end of the day affects your skin. Everything affects on your face, right? And suppose the biggest problem ladies have, they get pimples. Now they have pigmentations, they get under eye dark circles, right? Maybe because they're taking care of the kid, like a newborn kid. You don't get to sleep, at least till the kid gets 2 years, you don't get to sleep, you have sleepless nights, then you get under eye dark circles, you get pigmentation issues, and then you don't know how to take care. That thing you the वो problem बढ़ जाता है उसके बाद, क्यों? Because you don't know how to take care. If you knew how to take care, that problem बढ़ता ही नहीं, वो भी एक छोटा सा problem है which hasn't been taken care. But then अगर आप बीमार पड़ जाते हो, अगर आपको सर्दी खांसी हो जाती है, आपको बुखार होता है, you immediately rush to the doctor, or you know what to do. So it is taken care of. But then आपको अंडर आई डार्क सर्कल्स आ गए, आपको पिगमेंटेशन आ गए, तो क्या हुआ? होता है ना, कॉमन है, सबको होता है, हमको भी होता है, इट्स ओके. बट समवेयर डाउन द लाइन, आप पहले इतने अच्छे लगते थे और अभी आपको ये मार्क्स आ गए, वो आ गए, तो समवेयर डाउन द लाइन आपका सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन होता है. जब आप मिरर में अपने आप को देखते हो, अभी आप अपने आप को अच्छे लगते हो देखने में, या तो आपका एक कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल ही अलग होता है जब भी, क्योंकि आप फील करोगे, आप घर में अगर इस ऐसे ही जस्ट बैठे हो, कुछ भी बिना तय और ऐसे ही कुछ भी पहने रहते हो, तो आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल क्या होता है, और कहीं आप बाहर निकलते हो तो जब आप तैयार रहते हो तो आपका एक बॉडी लैंग्वेज ही अलग होता है, आप तैयार होते हो तो कैसा कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल रहता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल आपका डाउन होता जाता है। और ये चीज कोई नहीं समझता, सिर्फ वो लेडी ही समझ सकती है, दूसरे लेडी के साथ शेयर कर सकती है। एंड ये प्रॉब्लम ये है कि किसी के पास सोल्यूशन नहीं, ना उस लेडी के पास सोल्यूशन है, ना उसकी मम्मी के पास सोल्यूशन है। अपने हमारी जो आगे इस हमारी मम्मियों की जो जनरेशन है, उनको तो पता ही नहीं, उनको बोला ही गया है कि भाई ये प्रॉब्लम है, यू हैव टू लिव विद दिस प्रॉब्लम, देयर इज नथिंग नथिंग दैट कैन हेल्प यू, राइट? बट हियर वी हैव गॉट अ सोल्यूशन। वो एक छोटी सी चीज अगर वो करने से, अगर आप अपना वो जो कॉन्फिडेंस अगर आपको मिलने में हेल्प करता है, देन व्हाई नॉट गो फॉर इट। वो चीज अवेलेबल आपके पास है, बट यू डोंट नो। छोटा सा अंडर डार्क सर्कल्स है, बट आप कहीं पर जाते हो, आपको हमेशा दिल, अरे यार मेरी तो, मैं आंखें नीचे डार्क सर्कल्स आ गए, मैं कैसी दिख रही हूँ, अच्छी नहीं दिख रही हूँ, ये सारी जो चीजें होती है बहुत छोटी चीजें होती है सामने वाले के लिए, बट वही चीज एक वुमेन की कॉन्फिडेंस को कितना लो कर सकती है, ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ वुमेन ही अंडरस्टैंड कर सकती है। तो वहां पर एक छोटी छोटी चीजें ही हम लोगों को समझाते हैं कि ये सारी चीजें कैसे आप टेक केयर कर सकते हो। अगर इन छोटी से छोटी चीजों का आप जब जैसे शुरू हुआ वैसे केयर कर लेते हो, तो आप हमेशा जैसे थे वैसे केयर करना शुरू, एक तो है आपका सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत बहुत अच्छा लगता है। आप खुद भी जब प्रेजेंटेबल रहते हो, आप यकीन मानो आपके सारे बच्चे जो है आपको देख के खुश रहते हैं कि मम्मी खुश है, हस्बैंड भी देख के खुश रहता है, यार ऑफ कोर्स हस्बैंड खुश होता है, खूबसूरत बीवी हर किसी को पसंद है, राइट? तो दिस इज हाउ वी टीच कि आप अपना खुद का ख्याल ख्याल कैसे करो, हेयर केयर कैसे करो, स्किन केयर कैसे करो, आप अपने आप को हेल्दी कैसे रखो, जो आपका जो मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन कैसे मेंटेन कर सकते हो, ये सारी चीजें हम वर्कशॉप्स पहले करते थे, ऑफलाइन करते थे। और लॉकडाउन के बाद डिजिटली सब कुछ बहुत ही अच्छे से होना होना शुरू किया थ्रू जूम। इससे एक चीज हेल्प हो गई है कि हम दूर दूर जो भी मेरे मेंबर्स थे, उनको हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा रीच कर सके, उनकी ट्रेनिंग्स वगैरह हम कर पाए, ये सबसे बेस्ट चीज हुई। तो हम यही सारी, जैसे आपने पूछा, जो ट्रेनिंग्स हम लेते हैं, यही ट्रेनिंग्स लेते हैं कि आप स्किन केयर कैसे करें, आप अपना खुद का मेकअप अपने प्रेजेंटेबल कैसे कर सकते हो डेली बेसिस पे, आप जो ऑफिस भी जाते हो या फिर कहीं पर छोटे मोटे फंक्शन में जाते हो या किसी बड़ी सी पार्टी में जाते हो, तो कैसे आप अपने आप को प्रेजेंटेबल कर सको, मेकअप हम वर्कशॉप्स लेते हैं, ट्रेनिंग्स लेते हैं। एट द सेम टाइम आप बिजनेस कैसे कर सकते हो, आप अगर इसको एज ए बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी यूज करते हो, इनकम के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हो, इनकम अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए, तो आप अपना बिजनेस कैसे बढ़ा सकते हो, ऑफलाइन भी कैसे कर सकते हो, प्लस आप सोशल मीडिया के यूज करके कैसे बिजनेस कर सकते हो, वो भी हम सिखाते हैं। दैट इज व्हाट आवर ट्रेनिंग्स आर ऑल अबाउट।
दैट्स रियली वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है इनफैक्ट ये, क्योंकि अभी तक हम यही सोचते कि ट्रेनिंग्स मतलब हाँ बस कुछ तो कोई बता रहा है and someone is listening. In fact, I must say the kind of training that you're doing, there is a kind of women empowerment that you're
Yes,
doing actually.
yes,
Women
yes,
empowerment ज्यादा लोग ये सोचते हैं कि भाई हाँ हम लोग घर से बाहर निकले कुछ सामान ले, that was women empowerment, but that's not. This is actually a part of that you are doing. कि आप लेडीज को सिखा रहे हैं कि हम कैसे रहे रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में, हाउ वी शुड बी, हाउ वी शुड ड्रेस ourselves, how we should take care of ourselves. That's really a great job that you're doing. Because yes, it is a fact, especially in India, how we've been educated where we are, we never take care of ourselves. We are so busy in taking care of our family that we don't have time for ourselves sometimes. So yes, that's really a great thing that you have been doing. And yes, coming to my next question. You are a pageant winner, I
yes.
think. So yeah, can you just share about what was that event about and
Yes,
how you
like
became the
I
winner?
should say, like I said, like Mumbai is a city of dreams. Truly, it's a city of dreams because I have been actually able to live. Actually living my dream in Mumbai. So yes, we like as I said, I love to pamper myself. So what is the best thing that you see when you pamper yourself, or you're so much into love, you to dress up and all? Of course, Miss India, Femina Miss India. That is one thing we have been watching since childhood. of course, Susmita Sen and Aishwarya Rai are my idols. I still follow them since the day they won the pageant in 1994. I still follow them, their lives. And yes, they have been my idols since the day they have won the pageant. Yes, we got married and I got married. And of course, I understood that नो मोर, अभी तो हो गया, अभी तो हम मिसेस बन गए, तो हो ही नहीं सकता कुछ ऐसा, कुछ फॉलो कर ही नहीं सकते हो. बट देन आई here in Mumbai, when I started my this business, बिजनेस में ऐसा था कि सबसे पहले तो मुझे मेकअप बिल्कुल भी नहीं आता था. मैं एक्चुअली जानती नहीं थी, और मैं मेकअप एक्चुअली मैं इनकरेज भी नहीं करती हूँ. मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा मैं स्किन केयर इनकरेज करती हूँ, क्योंकि मैं बिलीव करती हूँ कि नेचुरली अगर आप खूबसूरत हो, आपको किसी मेकअप की एक्चुअली जरूरत नहीं है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आप इतना सुंदर सुंदर मेकअप डाल के आप जाते हो कहीं पर, आप जाएगा वही बंदा तो बहुत अच्छा, बहुत सुंदर दिख रहे हो. कहीं अगर आप घर में कभी अचानक से बंदा आ जाता है, बिना मेकअप के होते हो और आप अच्छे नहीं, मतलब यू डोंट लुक गुड नेचुरली, जैसे मेकअप के साथ लिखते हो, तो व्हाट वुड बी द इंप्रेशन. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है अगर बिना मेकअप ही हम नेचुरली मेरी स्किन ग्लो करे, तो कभी भी बंदा सामने वाला कभी भी देखे, उसके दिल में बस यही आना चाहिए, वाओ. वो वाओ उसके दिल से आना चाहिए. तो दैट इज व्हाई आई ऑलवेज एनकरेज स्किन केयर. बट ये है कि मैं ये जैसे हम किसी भी इंटरव्यू में जाते हैं, तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि सबसे पहले बंदा आपके दिमाग को जांचने से पहले आपको पहले कपड़ों से परख लेता है. भाई कपड़े सही से पहने की, डिसेंटली पहने के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, राइट. ग्रूमिंग इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, कि भाई बंदा पहले तो दिखे अच्छा सामने बैठे, फिर बाद में तो दिमाग परखा जाता है. अगर दिखता ही नहीं ठीक ठाक है कपड़ों से, अगर ही इज नॉट वेल ड्रेस्ड, देन डेफिनेटली वहीं पर उसके पहले तो मार्क्स कट ही जाता है. तो फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन लास्ट लॉन्ग जैसे बोलते हैं. तो सिमिलरली ऐसा है कि मेकअप लोगों को समझ में आता है, क्योंकि वो दिखता है, उभर उभर के भड़क भड़क के दिखता है लोगों को. तो मेकअप से क्या होता है, लोग अट्रैक्ट होते हैं. फिर आप अंदर डीपली जाते हो तो आप लोगों को सुनते हैं. बट आपको अगर सुंदर से अच्छे से मेकअप वगैरह किया है आपने, तो फिर थोड़ा एक्सेप्ट, उनको लगता है कि भाई इसको जरूर कुछ पता है, देन आई विल वी शुड गो टू देम. ये थोड़ी सी कंसेप्ट है लोगों की, विच आई केम टू नो लेटर. धीरे धीरे काम करते करते करते, क्योंकि लोगों का झुकाव स्किन केयर से ज्यादा मेकअप में होता था. अभी मुझे अगर कोई ये पूछता है कि प्रियंका मुझे ना कंसीलर चाहिए, तो मेरा आंसर ये होता है कि भाई तुझे कंसीलर चाहिए क्यों ना, मेरे देख अंडर आई ना डार्क सर्कल्स आ गई, तो मुझे ना छिपाना है. मतलब तू छिपाने का काम क्यों कर रही है. ट्रीट इट, treat it, take care for some time, एक से 1 to 2 months you take proper care, then of course वो डार्क सर्कल चले जाते, कंसीलर की जरूरत ही नहीं है. दिस इज हाउ आई यूज्ड टू डू. बट देन धीरे धीरे आई लर्न कि ये चीज जो है वो फिर उनको मजा नहीं आता था. नहीं 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 नहीं, वो नहीं नहीं ये कुछ ठीक नहीं है, ये क्या हमको ऐसा क्या एडवाइस करती है, वो जेन्युइन एडवाइस उनको लेनी नहीं होती थी. तो नहीं नहीं, वो मेकअप वाला चीज उनको अच्छा लगता. उनको चीज ये थी कि नहीं, फोटोग्राफ्स के लिए तो भाई मेकअप कर लो, भले ही मेरी स्किन अच्छी हो ना हो, मेकअप कर लो तो फिर छिप तो जाता है, मेरे फोटोग्राफ्स तो अच्छे आ जाते, तो मुझे तो वही चाहिए. ओके, अंडरस्टूड कि भाई डीपर जाने के लिए उनको जो भी सुपरफिशियल है उसमें मुझे नॉलेज लेनी पड़ेगी. तो दैट्स हाउ केम इनटू मेकअप. मैंने मेकअप सीखा ताकि लोगों को मैं सिखा सकूं, इसलिए पहले मैंने मेकअप अच्छे प्रोफेशनल मेकअप से मैंने सीखा. देन सीख कर फिर देन I used to started taking those grooming sessions for makeup. वो सारे मैंने सेशंस लेने शुरू कर दिए. तो वही जब मैं सेशंस ले रही थी एंड मैं मुझे एडवांस मेकअप की जानकारी हुई कि तो मुझे कहीं पर एक ग्रुप में थी मैं, वहां पर मुझे एक मैडम का, वहां पर ग्रुप में किसी मैडम का मैसेज आया, एंड शी वाज मिसेस इंटरनेशनल रशिया. एंड तो एंड शी हैड पोस्टेड कि वो एडवांस मेकअप सिखाती है. तो आई वाज इंटरेस्टेड कि लाइक सबसे पहले तो मुझे वो टाइटल से बड़ा अट्रैक्ट हो गई, मिसेस इंटरनेशनल रशिया. तो मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा, ओके यहाँ पर मिसेस इंटरनेशनल भी होता है. उससे पहले मुझे नहीं पता था इसके बारे में. ओके, दिस समथिंग लाइक दैट. आई वाज वेरी एक्साइटेड मैं उनसे मिलूं, मैं उनसे सीखूं. तो दैट इज हाउ आई रीच्ड हर. तो वहां पर मुझे पता चला कि ओके यहाँ पर मुंबई में, या फिर मुंबई एंड और इसके आगे यहाँ पर मैरिड लेडीज के लिए भी ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है. तो उन्होंने तो ये अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, तो आप उसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हो. तो वहां से पर मैंने उनसे सीखा. लाइक हर नेम इज, आई लाइक टू नेम हर नेम इज मिसेस संगीता अलसी. I took her as my mentor. She taught me, उसने advanced makeup सिखाया, at the same time she groomed me for the beauty pageant. So that's how I started participating in pageants. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, अच्छा लगता था, क्योंकि आपको वहां पर अपने आप को प्रेजेंट करने को मिलता था, अपने आप को वेल ग्रूम्ड होने को मिलता था, प्रेजेंट करने को मिलता, और इस इंडस्ट्री के और लोगों से मिलने को मिलता था, आपको बहुत कुछ सीखने को। दिस इज वन, मुझे हमेशा वो सीखने की वो प्यास हमेशा रहती थी, थर्स्ट फॉर नॉलेज जिसे बोलते हैं। तो मुझे हमेशा सीखना होता था, तो उनसे लोगों से मिलना, उसके बारे में सीखना, तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था। तो दैट इज हाउ स्टार्टेड आई पार्टिसिपेट इन पेजेंट्स, एंड देन फाइनली इन 2020 जस्ट लॉकडाउन जस्ट थोड़ा सा हल्का सा छूटा था, उसी वक्त हमारे यहाँ पर थैंक गॉड इन थाने, पहली बार इन थाने पेजेंट कंडक्ट हुआ था, एंड विच इज वेरी वंडरफुल पेजेंट, आई शुड से वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स रिकमेंडेड मी कि आप जाओ उसमें। तो फिर मैंने पार्टिसिपेट किया, एंड बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस आई कुड विन इट, सो दैट्स हाउ आई बिकम ए पेजेंट विनर देन। एंड देन उसके बाद से आई कुड एनकरेज मोर लेडीज लाइक मी टू एक्चुअली, अगर कोई पेजेंट में इस फील्ड में जाना चाहता है, आगे बढ़ना चाहता है, तो मैं उनको एनकरेज कर सकती हूँ। उसके बाद से मैंने फिर आई हैव बीन पार्ट ऑफ लाइक मेनी पेजेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर्स नाइट नाउ। अभी मैं बैकएंड में, पेजेंट में बैकएंड में काम करती हूँ। आई हैव बीन पार्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमिटी ऑफ मेनी ऑफ द पेजेंट्स, एंड आई एम बीइंग इनवाइटेड एज ज्यूरी for many of the pageants recently, and also there are 2 to 3 shows for which I am working as the jury. I've been attending them as the jury. So that is how my pageant journey is.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing that you're doing pageants. In fact, now you're organizing and you're being invited as jury. And I think now I can understand the reason that you're a social media influencer and you have more than 10.2K followers.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
this is all about your work, I think. So because when I was reading this, so I thought, how is it possible? So now I can understand the reason behind this. And you're also a social activist. So
Yes.
what are you doing? Is like you're attached to some organization or you
I'm,
have your
yeah, I'm a socialite, I should say. I love Indian culture. I should say with my business, I say, and in every step actually, I just thank God. I just thank God. Maybe He is the one who is just नैया मेरी नैया चला रहा है। मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि ये अच्छे काम मुझसे कैसे करवा लेता है, तो बस हो जाता, करती जाती हूँ, करवाता रहता है, मैं करती जाती हूँ। I'm just flowing, I should say, कि I love Indian culture। ऐसा था कि मैं जब जॉब में थी, आप जानते हो कि आईटी जॉब में ना छुट्टी होती ना, मतलब you literally cannot celebrate Indian festivals। ऐसा होता था, फेस्टिवल्स लोग सेलिब्रेट करते थे, हम यहाँ पर बैठ के काम करते थे, क्योंकि आपको उतनी ज्यादा छुट्टी नहीं मिल सकती थी, ऐसा। एंड आई बीइंग ए सोशलाइट, मुझे सोशलाइज होना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, लोगों से मिलना बहुत लगता है, ससना धसना मुझे बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है, लिटरली। एंड आई लव इंडियन फेस्टिवल्स, उनको मनाना मुझे बहुत पसंद है। तो जैसे मैं बिजनेस में आई, तो मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला कि मैं फेस्टिवल्स, अपने इंडियन फेस्टिवल्स बहुत अच्छे से सेलिब्रेट कर सकूं, अपने इंडियन ट्रेडिशंस को फॉलो कर सकूं, एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स सजने धजने का मौका मैं छोड़ती नहीं हूँ। ओके, तो राइट नाउ आई हैव बीन, अभी ये है कि राइट नाउ आई हैव बीन like meeting like-minded people, and now I'm part of an NGO, that is the Sri Jagannath Seva Trust, which organizes the annually organizes the Durga Puja at Kashar Vadavali. I'm an organizing member of core committee team member, and along with that, since January to 2023, this year, we have started the Bhagavad Saptah, wherein we preach Bhagavad, and then yes, it's a week-long celebration of Bhagavad Gita. So we celebrate Durga Puja, we celebrate Bhagavad Gita, and then different festivals which come around. We celebrate, we encourage the celebration, we organize those festivals, and then we encourage people to participate with us in those festivals. Yes, social media, I started social media, I started posting my videos because I wanted, like ये था कि मैं यहाँ पर ऑफलाइन में तो अपने जो टीम है उनको मैं एजुकेट कर पा रही हूँ। आई यूज्ड टू गिव द बेस्ट ऑफ knowledge or best of trainings to my people who are near me, but who were like literally I have members all over India, but teaching them was a challenge. So I started creating videos. Even I teach them, even if they know, it was very difficult for them to pass on the same knowledge or same information to their customers. So that's when I started creating my own videos, so that they can pass on the knowledge seamlessly to their customers. That is how my videos started. I started spreading them so that they can use it easily for to educate their customers also. This is how we started, and that is how initially on Facebook, then Facebook page, and then on Insta. So now I'm working a lot on Insta, also on Facebook page. And as I said, I love Indian tradition. I love spreading them. So and I understand that a lot of modernization is happening right now, so it is the responsibility is on us with the social media. Like Indian tradition becomes quite difficult for the next generation, so it is the responsibility of us to take on, like carry over whatever we have learned from our ancestors, to carry over to the next generation. So I take this as a responsibility. Whatever I have learned, there's lots of things to learn. Those things, those learnings of our culture, of our tradition, should go down to the our next generation. And how will it go? उनके सामने वही सारी चीजें, वही सारी ट्रेडिशंस जो हम बचपन में फॉलो कर रहे थे, वही सारी कोर वैल्यूज जब उनके साथ हम प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, तभी वो सीखेंगे. So that's how we started our organization, Sri Jagannath Seva Trust. And then we are doing, we started with the Durga Puja, and then we are doing lots of things to spread the traditions. This is how I work as a socialite.
Yeah, that's really good, because however we grow, however educated we are, or कितनी भी आगे दुनिया चली जाए, but yes, our values, our traditions, our culture, it should always remain with us. And you are really doing a great job along with your all other works that you're doing. And yes, because you believe in a lot of skincare. So before ending the session, we would like to hear some tips for skincare from you.
Okay. सब स्टेप ऑफ प्रिंस का एक तो है कि आप हमेशा एक अच्छी एडवाइस ले. डेफिनेटली मुझसे एडवाइस ले स्किन केयर के लिए. ऑफ कोर्स आई विल गिव द बेस्ट ऑफ एडवाइस कि आपको जो आपकी स्किन के लिए सुटेबल है वही यूज करें और रेगुलरली यूज करें. दिन में मिनिमम एक बार आपके लिए 5 मिनट खुद के स्किन के लिए जरूर निकालें. और ये मैं बता दूं, आपको चाहे स्किन में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो, अगर आप उसको रेगुलरली केयर कर रहे हो, प्रॉपर जो उनको चीज चाहिए वही नरिशमेंट आप अपनी स्किन को दे रहे हो, तो आपको चाहे कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो वो सॉल्व जरूर होगा. बस आपको पेशेंस रखना है. जस्ट बी पेशेंस. आपको जो भी स्किन में प्रॉब्लम हो वो सॉल्व जरूर होगा. और कुछ भी स्किन के एडवाइस के लिए डेफिनेटली कनेक्ट विद मी.
Sure. So, my dear people, those who are watching us or those who will be watching our session later on, so please connect with Priyanka ma'am for wonderful skincare tips. And ma'am, before ending the session, because you have been working so much for the women.
Yes.
And you have been taking so much of sessions and like even for the religious, educating the people about the religious, like you take the Bhagavad Sapta and all that. So what message would you like to give to women, especially when we have to balance this? Because yes, of course, you have a very good balance of your family and the profession. So you will achieve so much in your life. So what advice would you like to give to the women who are listening to us now?
Yes, it is very important. जो मैं हमेशा, I like, some people might find it very revolting. एक जो टैग दे दिया गया है लेडीज को, सुपर वुमेन, I should say never accept that. I don't accept that. I am a simple human being. Please accept me as a simple human being. Don't taking too much responsibility and then you end up doing nothing. You end up emotionally hurting yourself. You end up physically hurting yourself. End of the day, if you want your family to be happy, if you want your kids, your husband, your in-laws to be happy, you need to be happy. आपको खुद खुश होना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आप खुद खुश नहीं हो, आपके अंदर खुशी नहीं है, तो आप क्या दोगे? आप कुछ नहीं दे सकते हो. बिकॉज यू विल एंड अप, अगर आप खुद खुश नहीं हो, कहीं ना कहीं इमोशनली आप डिस्टर्ब हो गए, या फिर वही इमोशनल डिस्टर्बेंस जो रहेगी वो आपको फिजिकली भी हैम्पर करेगी, आपके बॉडी में आएगी वो डिजीज. इट विल कम बैक एज अ डिजीज. तो आप जब खुद बीमार होगे तो आप कैसे किसी का ख्याल रख सकते हो? तो अगर आप चाहते हो कि आप अपने बच्चों के साथ, पति के साथ, अपने फैमिली के साथ ज्यादा से ज्यादा टाइम जिंदगी जियो, खुश रहो, तो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप खुद का ख्याल रखो. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड देन सारी की सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज बांटना सीखो। आपने देखा होगा आपके हस्बैंड, आप कोई भी चाहे, आपके बच्चे जब पढ़ने जाते हैं, दे नीड सपोर्ट, राइट? वो पढ़ रहे हैं, आप उनके लिए नहीं पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, वो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, राइट? बट आप जो बैक एंड सपोर्ट है, आप उनको सही वक्त पे खाना दे देते हो, आप उनको मोटिवेटेड रखते हो, इंस्पायर्ड रखते हो, उनका ख्याल करते हो, राइट? तो वो आगे बढ़ने के लिए लाइफ में आपकी सपोर्ट लेते हैं। सिमिलरली आपके हस्बैंड भी जॉब पर जाते हैं, आपके घर की इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए, घर में इकोनॉमिक पैसा है उसके लिए कमाए काम करते हैं, तो वो भी आप सपोर्ट लेते हैं, आपका सपोर्ट लेते हैं, आप भी ख्याल रखते हो हस्बैंड का, राइट? तो सिमिलरली आपको भी सपोर्ट की जरूरत है। आपको जिंदगी में सपोर्ट की जरूरत है, तो आप कभी ना हिचकिचाए, कहीं पर भी आपको सपोर्ट, आप भी हस्बैंड का सपोर्ट लो, आप भी बच्चों का सपोर्ट लो, और वो लोग खुशी खुशी आपको सपोर्ट करेंगे, क्योंकि उनके लिए आपका खुश होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। They are just like they are your priority, you are also their priority, right? So जैसे कि you are the backbone of your family, so taking care of the backbone is again your responsibility only. So please take care of yourself.
Thank you. That was really a very great message. Yes, we should take care of ourselves and we should not hesitate to actually, if we need support, if we need help from someone, especially our family members, we should never hesitate. And only then this family that we call, it will be very like, we can be living in a happy family where everyone will be healthy and everyone will be happy. So that was a really great message coming from you. And it was really great session. In fact, I learned a lot from you. Thank you for joining with us, and thank you for sharing your story with us. And also thank you to the founder of IQYM group of companies, Ravi Shankar sir, who actually takes so much of efforts in bringing uh, new guest speakers with new story and new message and new knowledge every day. And the two beautiful ladies working, always working behind the screen. In fact, we call them part of IT Biome. Daniel asked me and Zenith now we are all working tirelessly around the clock for making all these sessions successful. So thank you once again, ma'am.
Thanks so much.